Everyone at some point has had great ambitions to buy a Ferrari, Bentley, or Aston Martin. And whether it's the cost or the lack of practicality with the sports car, these are two legitimate reasons as to why people don't pursue their goals of having one of these cars in their driveway. However, what if there's a solution where you can have your cake and eat it too, as the 21st century has ushered in a new era of premium luxury, thanks to the adoption of crossovers. The Aston Martin DBX is just one of a handful of performance SUVs that make spending close to $200,000 seem reasonable, as you're not just receiving a vehicle from a legendary manufacturer, you're getting an Aston Martin that's fun to drive, yet sensible. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy an Aston Martin DBX. Enthusiasts and buyers in the premium luxury markets have always gravitated towards sports cars and grand tours, mostly due to tradition, as crossovers are relatively a new concept for these manufacturers that blends the enjoyment and excitement of a two-door coupe and the practicality of an SUV. In the 21st century, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that these crossovers have helped save some brands, especially Aston Martin, who's had a history mired with adversity, ownership group changes, and finding themselves in the shadows of Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Bentley. The DBX has helped change all of that, and in fact has become a go-to vehicle in the lineup globally, as buyers are greeted by an experience that's exhilarating, yet also sophisticated and posh. For performance, the DBX is powered by a 4-liter, twin-turbocharged V8 engine from Mercedes-Benz, which puts out 542 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. Obviously for Aston Martin, acceleration times are going to be important, and for the DBX, it's capable of going from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. But unlike a Porsche Cayenne GTS or Turbo, for example, it manages the performance quite differently, to a point where accelerations are smooth and linear, but doesn't give you the sense that it's raw power. You have immediate propulsion off the line, but the DBX prioritizes comfort and its grand touring DNA, rather than being a direct rival to a Lamborghini Urus. When it comes to cornering ability, this crossover is buttery smooth, and body roll is kept to a minimum to provide the refinement and engaging driving characteristics you desire at this price point. Of course, if a regular DBX isn't enough for you and doesn't put you on the edge of your seat, the 707 with its earth-shattering performance might be the way to go. Most importantly is that it feels like a grand tour on stilts, effectively making it a perfect all-in-one package where you don't need a second car in the garage. When you're paying close to $200,000, you're going to have very high expectations, and at least from a comfort perspective, should be a step ahead of Porsche and Maserati. Once you step inside, you're met by a classy and luxurious interior, with a leather-stitched dashboard and leather seats to create an atmosphere that you're not going to find on vehicles in more affordable price ranges. For those who have a keen eye for the smaller details, you're going to notice some Mercedes-Benz parts have made their way into the layout of the center console, as the DBX does use some German technology to help complete the front portion of the cabin. Getting back to the seats, you're going to feel snug behind the wheel, as bolstering will keep you in place on spirited drives. But more importantly is how relaxed you feel as well, thanks to the plushness of the leather. As with most premium luxury vehicles, you're going to have the ability to customize almost every aspect of this crossover to fully enhance your ownership experience. However, what may play a role in the buying decision is the fact that the DBX and Aston Martins in general use older Mercedes-Benz technology, where the head unit doesn't function as a touchscreen, and instead you'll have a rotary dial and touchpad found in the center console. This setup and layout is outdated compared to rivals, but if you can look past that, the DBX's driving environment will reflect its price point. It's rare to walk into a showroom and be completely enamored with a crossover, as you would be when staring at a Lamborghini Aventador or Bentley Continental. You're supposed to feel a wide range of emotions, including excitement and admiration. But enthusiasts may think otherwise when discussing an SUV from a premium brand. Where the DBX impresses the most, however, is with its striking road presence, as its classy and sophisticated style is an attention grabber for sure. Even better, the designer struck the right balance of using cosmetic features found on current Aston Martin models, while at the same time giving the DBX its own unique character to really stand out in the lineup. While there's still enthusiasts out there who may say that crossovers from premium luxury brands is almost blasphemous, the DBX is a family-friendly vehicle that doesn't feel like it's going against Aston Martin's heritage, and instead complements the Grand Tours in the product line quite well. Everything from the body lines, hood vents, and LED headlights sets a tone for this SUV, straddling the fine line between being luxurious and sporty. Then coming around to the back, what draws your attention immediately is that the rear third of the DBX is essentially an Aston Martin Vantage, as everything from the LED taillights to the rear diffuser and dual exhaust outlets, to even how the C-pillars are sculpted, are pretty much identical to the two-door sports car. The lower roofline and body line stay true to Aston Martin's identity, and while the DBX is going to lean more towards the premium luxury and family-oriented side of things rather than being a track-focused crossover, you still have the Grand Tour style that sets it apart from your average family hauler. Besides the limited quantities and not being mass-produced, what's repelled some buyers from choosing an Aston Martin or Lamborghini was that they weren't daily drivable, nor were they family-friendly. Crossovers like the DBX add a whole new dimension to this market, where in the past, all you had was a Vantage, Vanquish, or Rapide, and the chances of feeling compelled to commute every day in either of these three vehicles were very unlikely. The DBX being equipped with all-wheel drive, having a spacious second-row seating area, and offering just over 22 cubic feet of rear cargo space allows you to go on a weekend road trip or drop the kids off at school. Best of all is that the DBX isn't a hardcore track monster, where the suspension would be rigid and stiff. Of course, there will be drive modes that will affect ride quality and driving dynamics, but even in its most sporty setting, the DBX feels composed to prioritize luxury first. Aston Martins are synonymous with being suave, classy, and carrying the weight of respect, thanks to being directly tied to the James Bond movie franchise. And it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that some owners chose the brand for that specific reason. When crossovers enter the mix, that's where manufacturers can get a bit diluted, because there's compromises that need to be made with the SUV presence. And for enthusiasts, there's a stigma that comes along with these vehicles, even in 2022. For the DBX, there's no lack of character, nor does it feel as though the aura of the Aston Martin badge has been tainted. This crossover, despite its shortcomings when it comes to the technology, is a four-door vehicle that has the heart and soul of a Vantage, but has the practicality of every grocery getter on the market. When you get behind the wheel, you're immersed into a realm of premium luxury, where the experience is special, and for a moment in time, you're living life on a whole new level that not many other vehicles can replicate. The performance, handling, and steering feel is exactly what you'd expect in this price range. And while it's difficult to admit this with the DBS, DB11, and Vantage in production, the DBX is the smart pick in the lineup that combines all the desires and must-haves in a sports car and gives you the family friendliness that just makes sense if you're searching for the perfect one-car solution. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the Aston Martin DBX. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a DBX or any other premium luxury crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.